Hi everybody, it's Kira here at Unfurl. Today I'm asking, do you believe that you're always going to be anxious? I have a lot of clients have come in to the therapy room over the years, and they come in because they're experiencing anxiety, and they say to me, I'm always going to be anxious, I accept that. And I think, hang on a sec, are you? Are you always going to be anxious? And what I've come to realize as I'm working with these clients is they may always be sensitive if their nature is a sensitive being who feels everything deeply. But anxiety is a feeling. It's a feeling that passes through us. So there's no fact that can say I'm always going to be anxious. But maybe there's a part of you who has always felt anxious and doesn't believe that it could ever be any different. And I believe that this is a very young part of us. And if you're a sensitive person, and you're a sensitive child, obviously, because sensitivity doesn't go away, you may have reacted very strongly to life. And whether that's because you're neurodiverse and nobody knew, or because you're a highly sensitive person, you may have reacted so strongly to life that may have been crying, that may have been having meltdowns, screaming, throwing yourself on the floor in the supermarket. If you weren't met with kindness and repeatedly met with annoyance, anger, impatience, frustration, that's all you know to do with these feelings that come up, this anxious feeling, overwhelmed feeling. So how could you possibly ever have known a different way to do it if you weren't shown it? And so that's why I think a lot of people believe I'm always going to be anxious, because that's all they've ever known. But what that tells me is there's a part of you who's frozen in time, waiting for comfort, waiting to be soothed, waiting to be reassured. It's okay, it's going to be okay. This will pass. So our job now, and it is totally possible, is to meet the anxious part of us whose early signs of distress might be, oh, this all feels a bit much. Oh, this feels too loud. And if we can catch it early enough, we can come in with the little techniques that I'm sharing here, but there's plenty of them available. Mine is to tap the chest, hand on the chest, hand on the stomach, and speak out loud, noticing this part of us is kicking off. So straight away come in, even if you don't believe it, coming in with, it's okay, I hear you getting a little bit overwhelmed, I've got you, it's okay. And so tapping our chest connects us back with our body, and speaking out loud is our nervous system hears this soothing voice coming in through our own ears. Even if it's our own voice, we're registering it on a nervous system level, and that starts to help us regulate. So I really believe that we can meet ourselves in a way that this young part of us has given up hope of ever being met. And that's why this part of us believes I'll always be anxious, because it doesn't believe it can be any different. It's all it's ever known. But it's been waiting for comfort to come. And you may have been a sensitive child who was explosive or loud and noisy in expressing your anxiety and your overwhelm. Or you may have been a very quiet child who internalized your distress because maybe your family it was chaotic. Maybe there was addiction in the home or abuse in the home. And so your way of coping with the big feelings that came up was just to keep them to yourself. Maybe you didn't even realize that you were feeling anxious, but because nobody was present, nobody really noticed, so they couldn't come in and say, oh, you're looking a bit overwhelmed right now. So nobody met you. So either way, whether you were loud and you were met with anger and frustration, or you were sensitive and quiet, and unseen, invisible, either way, you were left with a nervous system in a heightened state of dysregulation, and there was nobody there to co-regulate with you, nobody there to meet you in that space and soothe you back to a regulated place. But hope is not lost. We can do this now. We can actually be the person that this young part has been waiting for. We can. It takes practice, and it takes noticing as soon as the anxious thoughts kick off. Oh, I don't think I can do this. Oh, that's going to be too much. Oh, whatever it is. As soon as we hear that, we come in. It's okay. It's okay. I hear you. I hear that you're overwhelmed. You're worried. It's going to be okay. We catch it earlier in the cycle. Because once that anxiety, those thoughts start going and going and going, and they're left unchecked because this young inner child part is unminded, once that train is on the track, it's very hard then to remember the tools that we can use to calm us down. So the trick is to notice ourselves at the earliest stage when those thoughts begin and come in there with kindness. The other thing you could do is wrap your arms around yourself and rock yourself, gently. This is one maybe to do in your room as opposed to, in the shopping centre. Although it's probably most when we need it is when we're in a busy supermarket. But, rocking ourselves, and the way I used to rock my kids when they were babies was rocking them and saying, shh, 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 shh. So there's something about the rhythm of that. And the soft sound of that's very soothing to a child's nervous system. So you can offer it to yourself. The weighted blanket, the hot water bottle. So warmth, heat, these are very comforting when we're in distress. So there's just a few little things, but the trick is to catch it at its earliest point. When your anxious thoughts are kicking off, catch them there. And then that doesn't take off with a life of its own that can last for a day or a week or a month. We're actually meeting ourselves exactly at the point that we need to be met and reassuring ourselves it's going to be okay. And I know that this works because I have had to use it with myself many times. And prior to Christmas, there was this big feeling of overwhelm was rising up in me. Life was hectic. It was all feeling too much, really too much. Sensitive nervous system right here. Christmas is the worst because there's so much frenzy and busyness and expectation and everything going on out there. So when I felt this feeling coming up, and it was fear, it was intense, and I had this sense of, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's going to be bad. And I had to come in with these tools, even though I didn't believe it in the moment. It's like, it's okay, Kira. It's okay, I have you. So there was enough presence of mind to start the process, even when big feelings were threatening to take over. And it worked. It really, really worked. So I'm not just talking the talk. I'm actually telling you this is what has helped so much, because there was nobody else there. There was no big grown-up who could put their arms around me and regulate me. It's us now. We are the adult that this young part of us absolutely 100% needs. So it's worth practicing it. It's going to take time to even notice, oh, there's the anxious thoughts, bring in the tools. But the more you do it, the more automatic it will become. And then you don't live in a permanent state of anxiety, because the part of you that feels anxious at times is met by a part of you that is totally capable, is an extremely kind, compassionate and capable adult. So it's about getting these two interacting. And now you are the one you've been waiting for. Okay, that's it for today. Sending you all lots of loves and big hugs, and I will catch up with you very soon. Bye for now.